Minecraft Me is brought to you by viewers and listeners like you on Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/Minecraft to support the show that it's all about Minecraft. From beginner to expert, thanks to you, we're able to put an awesome show on the air. For more information, head over to patreon.com/Minecraft.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Hey everybody, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is the show that is entirely about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. We like to show you how to play this awesome building blocks game. Hopefully you guys had a great first week in daylight time. Well, at least for the most of you. We're not going to get into that again. Don't you worry. But hey, we got a great show lined up. We have the results from our server challenge. Also, we have a Feed the Beast segment. We have your questions. We have your news. We have all that and much more. But first, it's time to introduce the players. I'm Chase, and joining me this week is some guy named Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Did you have a good week?
Yeah, up until this morning.
Wait,
and then they
you had to do a
called
show.
me in for work,
Oh.
and I had to go.
Wow.
No.
Oh, okay.
This show is this evening.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would have said up until this evening if this show had
That's
been
true.
a problem.
That's
Show
true.
wasn't a problem. The problem was the call that I got this morning that was one of our buildings has lost internet and yada
Aw.
yada, and everybody panic, and the
Aw.
world's coming to an end, and it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Seriously, it's Sunday.
It's, yeah.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah. It's like you
If
don't
there's
need to
if
work.
there's a
Just
fire,
calm
you guys
down.
can wake up, and then there's
Yeah.
something wrong. You can go deal with that. But as it is, no, seriously.
PC load letter. What does
So-
that mean?
Yeah. Fortunately, we don't have any printers that say that, but
Yeah.
we do have a server that says that because I was bored and set the little LCD display in BIOS to say that.
Fair enough.
That's it, yeah.
You know, we were talking about in the pre-show a great new building game that just launched last Tuesday.
We're not supposed to talk about it.
I know, but I'm going to bring
They
it up
yelled
anyway.
at us in the chat room already.
I know you talking about. See, I was going to be slick. You talking about this chat
Yeah.
room? Yeah, that chat room. Yeah.
That chat room.
That
Yeah.
chat room.
Yep.
No. We cities skylines, which is kind of weird to have. Cities skylines, or it feels more comfortable to say city skylines or cities skyline, but whatever. It's a great building game if you love building cities like SimCity, what the new SimCity should have been, but isn't.
Right.
Skylines is that game.
Vastly larger,
Yes.
larger city sizes, way more control over it.
Yes.
It does have, so it has a few things that EA did with SimCity. It's going to have some DLC. We know that down the road.
Yeah.
But the big difference, probably the single biggest difference, is it delivers all this stuff. The game at its base price is what, $30?
$29.99. Yes, sir.
Right. So SimCity when it came out was $50.
Yeah, or 60, depending on which edition or whatever.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I
but
know.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, it just right there. They've already got them beat, and it is fantastic. It is really, really good. And I've been watching reviews and stuff like that before it came out, and was all excited. But remember, this is no pre-order 2015.
That's right.
So I did not pre-order it, even though I really wanted to. It was the game that if I was going to pre-order anything,
That would have been
pre-ordered.
it. Yeah.
Instead, I bought a day of. But yeah, no, fantastic game, a lot of fun. Really complex, really involved, but also, fortunately, they started off approachable enough that you can sort of get your city going without too much difficulty and sort of learn from the ground up.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's definitely
A lot
a
of fun,
great city builder. And obviously, since Minecraft's a building blocks game, it kind of fits in a little bit to this show, because you're building
totally.
a city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
a sandbox game.
Yeah, there's blocks and you have to build, and it's a lot of fun. So if you have the means to check it out, please do. There's loads of people out there doing videos on it already. IGN gave it an 8.5. They said it's one of the best city building games in 10 years. It really is. It's a solid title. So let's, as they say, it's now time for the news. And the first piece of news, Joe, is Minecraft Pocket Edition now has a new update. It's now 0.10. And obviously, players do love playing on the console and on the PC, and usually PC's first to get updates, then the consoles, and everybody forgets about the mobile editions. But Pocket is now up to .10, and it's a huge update that improves on animation and lighting effects and also bugs. Lots of bugs. It squishes a lot of bugs. So if you haven't had a chance yet to make sure you check for updates, if you don't have them set up to download and install automatically, please do it because it does fix a lot of major issues and helps run a little bit more smoothly on your Android or iOS or Windows Phone device. So yay for that. Now, the next story, Joe, and this is weird to me. I don't know if you caught this story from Coinbuzz, but there is a server called BitQuest, okay? And this server is a Bitcoin server. So when I first read about it and then I first, when I first saw the title, I was thinking, oh, well, this is just a server that they take Bitcoin donations.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not exactly that way. It's a server. Well, yes, they of course take Bitcoin donations, just like we do, by the way. We do take Bitcoin. It's a server that allows you to make your own Bitcoin. Now, it's not a lot because obviously, that everybody would be on this server. You're making a lot of Bitcoin. But essentially, players can attain emeralds through tasks, by killing mobs, looting dungeon chests, and trading with other players. And then every emerald is worth 1 bit or 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin. So players, while they play this game, can earn Bitcoin that turns into real money. And I'm still skeptical about this. I mean, I'm just thinking, but granted, 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin is probably what? A penny? Maybe a fraction of a penny? I'm not sure.
I can't remember how much a bit is.
Yeah. I know one full Bitcoin's like $250 or something like that. Less.
Yeah, it's come way, way down from what it used to be.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So one Bitcoin is $287.63 as of recording. So
that would make a bit roughly 2/100ths of a penny.
2/100ths of a penny, yes.
I think is right.
So you need 200 bits, and then you would have it. But I got to ask you, Joe, this is pretty innovative. It's pretty cool. What do you think?
Yeah. Interesting. So it's definitely interesting. It sounds like the bits can only go out of the server. You can't put money into the server, which probably gets them around the EOLA restrictions. So now, putting money into the server won't gain you more access because you got to think about it. Bitcoins at their base are supposed to be a currency. So, it's definitely interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess, you know what? Bitcoins are losing their value so quickly, you might as well do something with them. Right?
I've heard of people setting up entire server farms to make, 1 Bitcoin, but whatever.
Yeah.
No, I think this is really, really cool. Now, granted, another big, and I'm not trying to give them any free advertising, but I just thought that this whole, a different way of, I guess, earning your keep and also contributing to the server at the same time is by mining for Bitcoin by literally mining in Minecraft, which I felt was kind of ironic in a way. So, but I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool to talk about and bring up on the story. So it's very cool. So Joe,
sorry, I was just paying attention.
You distracted
to the. Yeah, well, you're sitting in the Feed the Beast server, and I'm not paying attention to it, and it went to night, and you were slain by a zombie. Anyway, it happens.
Yeah. So, Joe, I don't know if a lot of people don't maybe not realize this, but we have launched, I would say officially, unofficially, we're not hosting it, Joe and I, but a member of our community, Indiana Dave, has launched a brand new place for Minecraft Me fans and builders to play on the Xbox One. And all the details, by the way, are on our forums at geekgamer.tv/forums. And essentially, It's not going to be 24/7. It's not going to be anything like that. But basically, when he's trying to set up a schedule so for players can play on weekends and things like that, and they've created a world. Okay, they've already created a world. Indiana Dave also tweets out when the server's up, so players essentially, he launches it. They got to be friends with him, and then they go and build. All right, and so far, Joe, if you take a look at this, there's Castle Maker there. 07 on the left-hand side, and I assume that must be Dave there on the right. I don't see a label above him, so maybe that's him. But they are doing a selfie of their spawn building. And remember, this is done in the Xbox One world, which I think is really, really cool. So hopefully we'll be able to see more of these screenshots and stills. And also, we'll see maybe some videos coming from this soon. That'd be really, really cool. But just another fragment, another segment of the community growing, which is really cool to see. Finally, Joe, before we move out of the news segment, I know we've had some people that they launch the game. They're like, man, we're not at 1.8. What gives? What's going on? They always say don't ask because of mods and stuff. Well, it's a little bit more complicated. It's a little bit more complicated than that. We did talk a little bit about the pre-show, Joe, but maybe you can tell the peeps out there. So what's the holdup? What's going on?
Yeah, so the big thing is, of course, vanilla Minecraft 1.8 has been out for a while. I mean, everybody knows it has been.
Yeah.
And remember last summer we had the issue when the Spigot and the Bucket teams were both basically told to take all their compiled programs offline due to a DMCA takedown notice.
Yeah, takedown notice. They had to pull them off. Right.
And they did. They abided by because it was the law. They had to.
Okay.
And now the Spigot group sort of came up with a workaround. They removed that guy's code and they released patches and releases that they were able to get out that got around the issues with the DMCA, and they've continued doing that. They have a build out. They have a few builds out now that appear to be reasonably stable. I've tested a couple of them. They look pretty good. The hard part is because these builds are very developmental. They're no official builds, and there don't seem to be any official builds on the horizon. The Spigot or the Bucket team officially has said, we're done, we're over. And remember, Mojang stepped in and said, haha, no, you're not. We own you, and we're still going to make it happen. And it hasn't. The Spigot team instead have taken over and sort of done a couple of Bucket releases. What's happened, though, is some of the plugin developers have said, well, if there's no official release, we're not going to do any official releases either. We're not even going to do any work on it.
Okay.
And it's because they're siding with the guy who pushed these DMCA takedowns. And I understand where they're coming from. It happens. And you want to support, especially if it's seen as the little guy against the big guy. A lot of people would rather support the little guy. I mean, that's just the way it works. Unfortunately, it means that a lot of people end up suffering because of this. The one plugin that was really big for this was the Essentials group. Basically said, nope, we're not doing any more dev work. We're not doing any more releases until this whole thing is sorted out. And they've stuck to it. If you look on the Essentials website, the last Essentials release, even dev build release, is from last fall. Wow. So they don't have anything that'll run in 1.8 at this point. Now, there is another group that because it's open source, they took that and made changes and made it compatible with 1.8. Right. But it's not quite the same thing. But it does work. I have tried it. So I'll probably go through and see. There are a few different plugins that I think haven't upgraded yet, and there's some that have. I'm gonna have to go through and make a list again and see exactly which ones are which, and we'll see. And then it's just a question of time, just a question of how much time do I have available to actually work on it. Remember, I'm working till 7 p.m. almost every night. Yeah. So and then I get called in the morning to go and fix some bunch of
PC load letter. No, I was kidding.
It was
all right.
It was water. Water got into the connector for their wireless bridge that connects that building to the rest of the network.
Okay.
And you take it out, and the connectors on the it's just a standard RJ45 style jack. Just the connectors on that they're green. They're not copper color anymore. They are green color. They are copper, oxidized color.
Wow.
So that was super cool. and it basically took the radio down. So they're replacing that eventually, but yeah, I will work on it. I just need to dedicate some time to it. I need to say, look, I'm going to work on it on this day from this time to this time.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing will interrupt that. So we'll see. But yeah, in the end, that's really what it is. Yeah, if you go to some of the plugins, and Essentials is one of the really vital plugins that we use, they don't have any official releases that are anything in the 1.8 stream.
Gotcha. So. And a lot of people think, well, just update it anyway. Well, we use a lot of plugins that, I don't know, protect your stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, a lot of the plugins are vital to make the server work.
Yeah.
The Essentials plugin, just to give you an idea, if you look through the commands that are in the Essentials plugins, that's teleport. That's the kits that you get when you first start. That's there's a bunch of players. There's several player central stuff. Oh, the spawn building. When you first spawn in, you get into a new. That's done by Essentials. There's a bunch of stuff that happens due to Essentials that players see. There's way more that we see on the back end and that we use all the time. And so really, it's a killer for mods and admins to go without that plugin, along with making the whole gaming experience much less enjoyable for the players. There's a lot of things they lose. But no, like I've said before, I want 1.8. Yeah. I am planning. I'm going to build a house and I'm going to surround it by killer bunnies
rabbits
because I really, really want those.
Yep.
So trust me, it's it's frustrating to me too. But every time I look into it, it's like I can't believe this group is doing this sort of thing.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, we will see, but I wanted to get that out there, you guys, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking our mods, and then our mods ask us, and then just want to let you know, hey, we want to update. We really do, but we also want to protect the server and the community at the same time, so we're kind of stuck. But don't worry, it will happen. We'll make sure it happens as soon as we can. Hey, want to remind you guys that this show is viewer-supported by people like you, over at patreon.com/Minecraft. That is where you can head to and support the show that is all about this awesome building blocks game. And thanks to you guys, a few of you have signed up because you want to be a part of our brand new Feed the Beast server that will be launching at some point in April. That's right, in April. But if you want to be one of the first people to jump into that server, you got to sign up this month because essentially cards are charged only at the beginning of the month. And so you have a couple weeks if you still want to get in on the launch in April. But if you can't afford $10 a month, which is what will get you, by the way, there's only 12 spots left in that level, by the way. We're at 20 in that level. If you can't afford to get in on that level, don't worry. You can still support the show for as little as $1 a month. That's 25 cents a week. And what does that get, you ask? Well, that gets you the server to play on. That gets you the TeamSpeak. They get you the fast downloads when you're downloading our show, the website, all those fun perks that help keeps the community going. So if you want to support us, and please do, head over to patreon.com/Minecraft, and that is where you can support us. 76 of you have done so. And thank you to each and every one of you, which, by the way, Joe, I don't know if you realized, but we hit 1 year on the Minecraft
on Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah, I sent out a video message to our Patreons last week, and just to say a big thanks from all of us, because really, if it wasn't for you guys who support us on Patreon, probably we would still be here. Maybe we'd have a small server that wouldn't be that big. I mean, there's a lot of what ifs, but thanks to you guys, you've been able to keep us afloat and also pay for some awesome things coming down the road. So thank you so much for supporting us over on patreon.com/Minecraft. So, Mr. Joe, it is now time for us to jump back into Minecraft and talk about the top 3, that's right, top 3 results of the Dr. Seuss challenge. And by the way, Joe, I got to say that this challenge was just epic. By the way, this is Spawn Manor, which I still think is one of the best home bases of any Minecraft world server out there. I'm sorry, but it's true. I think this is just awesome. And we have IKEA, which is great, because if you didn't have IKEA, then what kind of server would this be? So so I got to ask you, Joe, did you vote?
I I did not.
Oh, Joe.
I really tried, but I ended up having to abstain and then missed the window because I'm a slacker.
Oh, all right.
But
right.
But Chase, did you vote?
Oh, absolutely.
Who did you vote for?
What? Why am I all dizzy? Oh, that was weird. Who did I vote for? I'm not telling you who I voted for.
Oh, well, fine then. In that case, I totally voted.
Oh,
and I'm not telling you who I voted for either.
You can't fool anybody. So, third place in the challenge goes to Norm's Girl. And now Norm's Girl had 2 entries, and as you can see, they were right next to each other. But the one that got third place, I'm sorry, is not the green eggs and ham. It's the Cat in the Hat with lots of cats. There's lots.
There are cats around the cat.
There's lots of felines. So congratulations to Norm's Girl. Now, Joe, we got to be creative here. Where do we put the sign? Do we put it on the cat's nose? Do we put it
maybe back here on the viewing platform?
We could do that. Yeah, we could put it on the viewing platform. Okay, let's do that. So I'll jump over here. And I don't want to block the view here. So third place, what was it? Is it a... Well, we're going to just give everybody diamonds. I'm going to give everybody diamonds. I can't do that. I need to do IC first. There we go. So there we go. We're going to get a block. Actually, each person will get 2 blocks. And we'll put a sign here. And we're going to say third place, Dr. Seuss Challenge. There we go. Nice work from Norm's Girl. Let's go check it out one more time before we get out of here. As you could see, we had a kitty cat with a nice hat. And then all the kitties down here. Hi, guys. Hi, kitty. Yeah, nice kitty. Yeah. Hi. Ooh, Tabby. Hi. Hi, kid. Oh, hi. Yeah, how you doing? All right. All these kitties. All right. Yeah. All right. But nice job by Norm's Girl with third place in the Dr. Seuss Challenge. Any comments before we move on from this one, Joe?
No. It's a cool build. I like it.
Yes.
I think you hang your on the cats said enough.
Yes, fair enough. So I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump to the next one. Oh, Joe's already brought me over.
Yeah.
Second place goes to Zauka and the Dr. Seuss style house, which was I believe it was the last one that we saw, and we just couldn't believe that all this fit in the in this footprint. But it looks so good.
Big, but it does. It actually does. It's also very confusing.
Yes.
But I think that was the intent, though.
Yes.
So goal met. It is yeah.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to say the least.
It is.
So what I'll do here, because we want to make sure that this is within his claim, is, let me see here, make myself visible. I'm going to take out a couple blocks, replace them with diamond blocks. There we go. And then a sign. And that is for second place, Dr. Seuss Challenge. There we go. Very nice. I'm surprised this doesn't bother you, Joe. Does this not bother you?
It's a little weird.
This hole in the ground?
You really should fill it in. But he's got one back here, too. Oh, this one goes somewhere.
Oh.
No, wait. Yeah, it does. It got really dark.
And we just lost Joe. And we lost Joe, and Joe's now gone. But I'm back.
I'm back. I'm flying. I'm above your head somewhere.
All right. But there you go. Second place goes to Zauka and his Dr. Seuss style house, which, by the way, I am completely amazed that these rooms and everything fits within the prescribed footprint.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. I think it looks very nice, and I like a lot.
And it fits into the terrain there, too.
Yes.
I think that looks really nice. It fits in where it is really well.
Yes. All right, Joe. It is now time to unveil the first place winner, and that is from Mardi Gras and Lovely Lauren. They have recreated the Lorax here in the Minecraft Movie Theater, which, by the way, voting was very, very tough. But as you can see, let's walk inside here. This is the Needville, and I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees, and there's the Lorax right there. And this just looks so freaking cool. And obviously this one got my vote. Yes, this did get my vote. But this was just a massive. This is beautiful, very, very well done. And for this one, I'm gonna put the diamonds right here at his feet. So there you go. Put the diamonds there. I'm going to say.
But now they have to tear down the sign to get to it, or the fence line to get to it.
They'll get to it. If they don't not leave it,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there it is. There is the first place in the Dr. Seuss challenge. And that was done by Mardi Gras, lovely Lauren, recreating, I should say, the Lorax here in the server. And I love that look. I just think that looks awesome. And
this is a cool view. I like this.
Oh,
view.
This is a great view. Nice. Take you out on a pier, and then there it is, the Lorax. Very, very well done. Great build. And actually, all the builds were really phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know it sucks, in voting it. I pick a top 3 and everything, but all three are really, really solid and really, really good. So congratulations to Mardi Gras 76, Lovey Lauren, Zalka, and Norm's Girl for their challenges, and thanks to everybody for their challenges as well. Now, Joe, it's time to unveil a new challenge. Okay. And here's the challenge, and I know this is going to sound a little weird out of context, but Joe, my challenge pick for this week, and everybody gets 2 weeks. Entries will be due on Sunday, March 29th, which I believe is 2 weeks from today. And those, and by the way, you have to get them submitted in by that Saturday, the 28th. Okay, so we can get them the warp buttons and get everything set up and all that. You get 2 weeks. There are no size limitations or anything like that. All right. However, if you're one of our Patreons and decide to build this in creative mode, you will not be considered for the vote. Okay, so you can build it. We'll show it off on the show, but to be considered to be a top 3 finalist, you have to build this in survival. Okay, and my thing this week, Joe, is going to be, I want our awesome community to build themselves the best TV studio. Okay, so it could be a set for a news channel. Okay, like Channel 4 in Seattle. It could be a sports station, like let's say you're a big ESPN fan and you want to make an ESPN TV set. Okay, or maybe you're in the radio and you want to make your an awesome radio booth set, if you will. Okay. So the challenge is build a TV studio. Now, it can be just one set, and that's cool. It could be 4 sets. That'd be phenomenal if you have that much time. But basically, a set for a TV station or ESPN or Home Shopping Network, whatever you want to come up with in your mind, that is what you need to build. You have 2 weeks. 2 weeks to do it. Entries are due on the 28th. We'll show them off on the show of the 29th. The following week, by the way, will be probably our first Patreon games for April. So, and then the following after that, we'll show off the voting results. So there you go, you guys. And by the way, Grim Reaper saying WPRP, which I have no idea what WPRP is, but whatever.
WPRP is really familiar, though.
I know WKRP is very familiar, but there you go. What do you think
Maybe
about
that's what he was meaning.
What do you think about the challenge, Joe? What do you think? Got to know what you think.
No, it sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a TV. We already had a TV studio. Remember?
No, I thought we had a game room.
And we had a TV studio in the first map. Remember, somebody built it off spawn area.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that's not real. That wasn't a challenge, though.
No, it wasn't.
Someone built it for us, and we had a studio where people could meet. But
right.
a little different. This is a community thing. People can have their own ideas, and we haven't done that since the first map. You're right. Someone made a studio for us, and it was really cool. Someone would flip the switch, and the on-air light would go on. I remember. So
Had a record player in the back too.
that's right, and a pinball machine.
Yeah, there were like pinball machines in the set or something.
Oh yeah, it was in
And
in the staff
camera
room.
spot at the beginning. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, all right. So there's your challenge, you guys. You guys got 2 weeks. Can't wait to see your entries, and looking forward to that. All right. Now it's time for some Feed the Beast action, Joe. Now, a few weeks back, we barely touched the skim of the surface for Feed the Beast. We showed you guys some storage options, but now we're going to show you guys a fast and an easy way, or maybe not so fast and easy, but a way to mine, because we all know that mining can be rough. You're just sitting there with a pickaxe, and you're just digging. We just keep digging, and obviously with this Feed the Beast, Joe, there's got to be a faster and better way, right? Right?
Yeah.
Sort of?
We're gonna talk about mining turtles and to a lesser degree computer craft, and the idea is, I don't know, are we ready to go? Did you want to play like some kind of music?
No, I'm here. I'm already here, man.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, my Minecraft keeps crashing, and my Feed the Beast decided this would be a good time to crash too. So it's launching, and of course, Feed the Beast takes
a year.
Yeah, at least 2 minutes to launch. So
I like how I spawned
computer
way out on top of these trees. By the way,
yeah, that is kind of weird. You should just get don't fall, but no, off to your right, off to your right there. Head that. There you go. So yeah, we want to talk about computer craft. Computer craft is really cool. Computer craft is literally building computers in Minecraft. Now, I'm not talking about redstone contraptions. What are you doing? Oh, that's where you died.
Yeah.
That was where the zombie got to you and killed you. I'm not talking about building, basic redstone computers. Those are really cool, but this is a little different. This is actually full-on computers, full-on programming in Minecraft, in Feed the Beast, actually. It's pretty wild how it works.
Sweet. Okay.
So in that
oh, hi.
That was weird. All right. So in the when we talk about computer craft has a lot of components to it. And so really we're going to talk about turtles and mining, specifically mining turtles this time. And you might remember, people who watched the show for a while, remember when our first Feed the Beast episode was on mining turtles, because I had just found out about them and thought they were amazing. And they really are. They're really cool. The nice thing about a mining turtle is when you reach the point of having the requisite diamond blocks, 3 diamond blocks to build the pickaxe, you probably have enough of the other blocks that you've gathered to actually build your mining turtle. Because it's pretty simple. And actually, if you open up that chest,
okay. All right.
Those are the component pieces. Now, I put full stacks in there of everything except the diamond. You don't need full stacks. Don't take them out. What are you doing?
Oh,
leave them there.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, leave them there.
Okay.
Leave them alone.
All right.
All right. So the component pieces that we need to build a computer, first a computer, and then an actual turtle, and then a mining turtle. So we'll go through all the steps of it. Now remember, this is Feed the Beast. So you can close that chest and now click on the crafting table. Remember this?
Oh, that's right, because when they're next door, you can just bring it over.
Yep. You can just bring stuff right over. So you don't have to open that.
Now I can come down
you
here,
still
right?
have your you still have your search, your NEI set to look for backpacks. We're not looking for backpacks anymore. We are looking for
computer
turtles.
Oh, turtle.
Or look for a turtle. You can look for a computer. You will find it that way, I think.
So we have all these different turtles here.
Right. So the different turtles are different. They all can do different things. So there's a melee turtle. There's the digging turtle, the felling turtle, farming turtle, sensor turtles. There's a bunch of different turtles. And then also there's, if you look up at the top, you'll see computer and advanced computer. We're just going to do computer for right now. Advanced computer is kind of nice. The big thing it adds is syntax highlighting when you're writing your scripts, and we'll talk about writing scripts in a little bit.
Okay.
But let's start with just a computer. So click on the search for computer instead of turtle. Sorry,
okay.
We will actually be searching for computer. They all show up actually when you search for a computer.
So
there you can see a computer and an advanced computer next to each other. So click on the regular computer, and you'll see the recipe for it.
Oh no, it just
okay. You're hit. So click and drag all those off to the right, and let go and click again. Okay. That works too. Now hit options. You're in NEI's cheat mode right now.
Oh, okay.
So go to inventory up at the top.
Got it.
And switch that from cheat mode over to recipe mode. There you go.
Okay. All right.
And the reason you're in cheat mode is because you're an op on the server, because that's what we set for last time.
Got it.
So now if you click on one of those, you'll get the actual recipe.
Okay.
That's that's the recipe for a computer. So it's pretty straightforward. Stone has to be smooth stone, glass pane, and redstone. Now, if you don't remember how to make glass pane, click on the glass pane,
and then it'll tell you. And obviously this is being what it feed the beast. There's 2 different ways of doing it.
Right. And so, but we just have regular glass. We don't have any special kind of glass. So, this is other methods. If you click the arrows, you get other methods of creating it. So,
got it.
So let's go ahead and create the computer for the first. Go through and we can see if it'll work, but I don't think it's going to work. Hold Shift down and click on the hold Shift and click on that.
Nothing.
Try that.
No.
Okay. So we'll have to craft it by hand. No big deal. Hit escape.
Okay.
Create your pane first, because we don't have a glass pane. All we
right.
have are glass blocks.
Okay.
There you go.
So take
and
these.
we just need one of those. Yeah, we don't need a whole stack of them. So just dump all those back into inventory. That's fine. And then go ahead and create the computer. You remember what the computer looked like?
Yep. So we had stone all the way around. Okay. And I know that's a lot, but and then I'm going to take the pane here at the bottom, one pane, or all those panes, and then
one piece of redstone.
There we go. So there's a
computer.
So
now, grab the computer and throw that in your inventory, and put the rest of the stuff back into
the chest.
Do we have a thunderstorm going on? Is that what's going on?
It might be. It might be a little stormy out there.
Anyway.
Okay. So we have our computer.
So we have our computer. So go ahead and get out of that.
Okay.
And just throw the computer on the ground over here or something like that.
Hello, computer.
There you go. Look at that.
Talk to the
now
computer.
right click on it.
It's a computer.
Look at that. It's a computer. You can type dir, dir.
Wrong.
Look, you have stuff. You can go through. You can actually hit type edit, and then space program. There you go. Hit enter.
Ooh,
look at this. You can
write.
That. You can actually write a program right here. And I'm gonna I'll make sure that in the show notes we have a few links to tutorials on how to write programs in ComputerCraft. It's actually pretty simple. It's Lua scripting, which is not that complicated, not that difficult to get into. If you're at least familiar with programming to a basic degree, you'll pick this up pretty quickly. So it's really not that hard. But we're not interested in turtles or computers. We're interested in turtles. So I'm going to have you go ahead and destroy that. Well, actually, just hit escape to get out of that.
Okay.
And now let's go back to the crafting table again.
Okay.
And you can see I've added some computers to it.
So you need more than one computer to do this?
No. We only need one computer, but we just used a computer for this. We can break the computer if you beat on the computer enough. It'll break, of course, just like anything else. But you don't have the right tool, so it's going to take a while. So
right.
Does that make you feel better?
Aw, yeah. Thanks, Joe.
All right. Anyway,
okay. All right.
so if you get back into the crafting table real quick.
Okay.
Let's over on the right. Let's see what it takes to make a mining turtle. So you already have it. Well, you already had it up there.
Oh.
Type computer back in there.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It's up there on the right. Yeah.
So a mining turtle right here.
Look for a mining turtle.
Okay.
Now, in order to make a mining turtle, you need click on that.
So I need a computer.
It's just that's not a computer.
Oh, it's a turtle. I need a turtle.
Right.
And I need a diamond pickaxe.
So how do you make a turtle?
So to make a turtle, get iron ingots.
You need
all the way around.
Surrounding a computer
and a chest.
Pretty simple.
Okay.
So let's make a turtle.
All right. So
and a pickaxe.
All right, and a pickaxe. So first off, we're gonna take iron all the way around. Okay.
Yep.
And then we're gonna put a chest. It was at the bottom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, chest at the bottom.
And then the computer, a computer goes in the middle.
Computer in the middle. There it is. So there we go. There's a turtle.
All so throw that. So now, now let's make a.
Oh wait, so that's right. So
Yeah.
the mining turtle. So it's gonna be turtle here and a diamond pickaxe here, and then diamond pickaxe. Obviously different ways of doing it.
You know how to make a diamond
right? Yeah,
pickaxe,
there's
right, Chase?
like
yeah,
3,000
3 diamonds and 2 sticks.
Yeah, I know it's three. I was just saying. Well, the reason why I brought it up, and it's not a stupid thing. The reason why I brought it up is I'm obviously with Feed the Beast. There's like so many different combinations outside of the basics to build.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's what I was just kind of.
You can use other materials, but the thing is, the other materials in general are more expensive because we already have. It's easy to get sticks from
trees.
From trees, from the logs, and so it's really easy to put that together already, and all the standard Minecraft recipes work in Feed the Beast. So there's no if you have other types of sticks, if you have others, you can use them, but there's no real benefit to them unless you have a situation where you're farming that specifically that material. So there you go, mining turtle.
So grab that, right?
So grab that, put that in your inventory.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab a few more because we're going to probably want some more. So I want to talk about, let me set the time back to morning so that you don't get any rogue zombies attacking you again. So get on out of that, and let's come back over here. Let's come back, right about there, and place it. Now come to where I'm standing.
Okay.
And face the same direction I'm facing.
Okay, so facing that way.
And then place it maybe a block or two in front of you on the ground.
Okay, so like right here.
Not that far away.
Like
a little
here?
closer than that.
Like
yeah,
here?
that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we placed it that far away just because we're gonna make something. We're gonna have this turtle make something for us, and we need a little bit of space in order to do it. Okay. It's actually gonna dig for us.
Okay.
So the cool thing about Computercraft is Computercraft can access Pastebin. Now, Pastebin, for those who don't know it, is a really cool place where you can upload or you can paste text,
in code,
anything you want.
Yeah.
It can be programming, it can be code, it can be, other content stuff you want to save, anything
letter,
like that,
whatever. Yeah,
and all that stuff is easily accessible via the right Pastebin scripts, the right Pastebin numbers and codes. So, for this one, we're going to download a program. So there's a website called turtlescripts.com that has a good gathering of a lot of different turtle scripts, different Lua scripts for mining turtles that are pretty well put together, reasonably well documented, which is a complete shocker for me in Minecraft. So we're going to talk about this one that's called, and I got to make sure I have the right one up. That it? That's not it. This one? There it is. It's called Branch Mining Turtle by Pin70. And it's a pretty cool program, and I have a shortcut to it. We'll have it in the show notes as well. But basically, it's a script that you load onto the turtle, and it has 2 pieces, a mining piece and a setup piece. And we're going to show you at least the setup piece, and we'll probably talk a little bit about the mining piece. So the setup piece is really cool. Right-click on the turtle.
So right-clicking on the turtle. Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
I got it. Okay.
And you see you got the same OS, same interface.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to give you some materials because you're going to need them. But type in Pastebin.
All right. Pastebin. Got it.
Space get. Space X. Capital A. All this together.
Okay.
Lowercase x. 3. Capital K. Lowercase m. Capital Z. Lowercase s.
All right.
Space. And then name it whatever you want. Usually setup or something like that.
Got it. All right.
And hit enter. So what this will do is actually goes out to Pastebin, downloads it, and downloads the program. So now if you do dir,
okay, it's gonna have it, right? Look at that.
And if you want to look at it, you can hit edit space setup. You have to capital. Yeah, it is case sensitive.
Yeah.
And here's the actual program. And of course, you can go to Pastebin and see this, and it'll look really nice. Now, like I said, the difference between a regular mining turtle and an advanced mining turtle is the advanced ones are made of gold, so they're quite a bit more expensive, but they also context highlight. So all this code would be context highlighted, which is kind of nice if you're doing if you're writing your own code and you need to go through and tweak stuff, it's pretty handy. But for what we're doing, we don't really need it, so there's no big benefit.
Okay.
If you hit Control and then select Exit, you got to use your keyboard.
Oh, got it.
Yep. And hit Enter. Yep.
Got it. Okay.
So now, the nice thing about a lot of this program at least is pretty well documented. If you type setup, capital setup,
okay,
it'll start running the program and it'll tell you what it needs.
So I hit enter.
Hit enter.
Okay.
So it needs fill slot 16. You see down in the bottom right, that's slot 16. Far bottom right.
Right here. Okay.
With torches.
Okay.
So let me give you a bunch of torches.
All right.
So here's a whole bunch of torches. Okay. Fill slot 15 with 2 chests. So we'll give you a couple of chests. And then fill with a redstone torch. I don't really know why it needs a redstone torch, but hey, whatever. And then we're also going to need some charcoal or some coal. And that's just a fuel source for it. So I'm going to throw you half a stack of coal.
Now, where do I put the coal?
So the coal you can put anywhere you want.
Okay.
Any other place. Yeah, that's where I usually end up putting it. Now, if you it says here input your current Y position. So if you hit escape, the nice thing is you can see where your Y position is right in the little mini map. So we're at 93 right now.
93Y. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
So
sorry.
Now right click on the turtle again.
Okay. Oh, it keeps it.
It stayed right where it was. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hit enter.
All right, hitting enter.
And now it's going to ask how deep do you want to dig? So now normally, we've talked about this before. Diamonds and stuff like that, they're all pretty low, pretty close to bedrock, usually in the first 10 or 15 blocks. I don't want to go that far down because it will take a while. So let's say 85.
All right.
That should be deep enough, right? That'll go down a few blocks.
Sure. Okay.
And hit enter. And here's it'll say, would you like to refuel, because it doesn't have any fuel. Now the thing is, this script, I don't really like how they deal with refueling because they use all of it. And the problem with that is it doesn't need that much. It probably only needs 2 or 3 coal. So, but we're going to say yes because we're not going to deal with it. Just hit yes. And now it's going to refuel off of slot 1.
Okay.
And you'll see. There it goes.
Whoa.
And the nice thing about this script is it puts down torches as it goes. So you can see it's digging basically digging basically a stair down as deep as you want it to go. and so you say I want to go down to 12, and it'll go all the way down to 12 from any height. You just specify what your height is. So let's follow it down a little ways. We don't want to get in its way, but
because it can hurt you.
We only
right?
told it to go down to 80. Yeah, well, it could hurt you, but more likely you'll interrupt its program because it can't move through you. So no, don't jump down. Oh, stay up at least one step.
Okay.
Because see it moved right back.
Oh, because it
interrupted the program.
Oh, it digs up too.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's clearing out an area. What it's going to do when it's finished is give it just a second. It's not finished yet. So it digs this stepped area down, and then it places the 2 chest pieces, and then puts everything that it dug up into that chest. Okay, now we can go down, and marks that it's finished with a
that is.
So now if you open that chest, you'll see inside the chest is
he found
the stuff that it dug up.
8 blocks of dirt and 61 blocks of cobblestone.
Everything that he had in his inventory, including, it looks like he gave him an extra chest, so he threw that in here too. Now, if he was digging way down, he would find a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right?
Yeah. Because,
farther you go.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm going to throw a couple more torches in here because it's a little bit dark in this room, but not too bad. Now, this is the first half of what the guy who wrote this, the program that he wrote for it. The second half, we're going to go ahead and download now.
So I got to come back here and
I'm going to go ahead and download it because it'll take me less time to.
No, I know, but do I need
just
to?
Because I have it in front of me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. So now if I typoed it, let's try this again. The other thing that's kind of nice is you can actually copy and paste into it. There we go. So now if you right click on the turtle, you'll see.
Oh, you called it.
See, I typoed it the first time and got it right the second time.
Yeah.
So download it as mine. So if we do a dir, and you can actually see I'm typing into it, and you can see what I'm typing.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we want to do a mine command.
Okay.
And mine is a little bit different program. This actually creates the branched mine for you. Remember we talked about how the efficient mine should be? you make a hallway, and then you go every so many blocks, and you create. So it says here it's going to make a main shaft that's 2x2. It's going to make side shafts that are 2x1, and the frequency is going to be 3. We actually could change the frequency. We'd have to go in and edit the program, but it wouldn't be that. It's not that hard. He has it pretty well commented. We can change the frequency to be 2 or 5 or however many we want, and that's how many blocks it skips. So now we're going to do. Let's do 2 of these shafts.
Okay.
And this is how much fuel it's going to cost. How much fuel we have on board, $24.99. That's from loading up the first 16 coals. How much fuel it will cost to do this, and how many pieces of coal we would have to put in.
So it tells you everything that you need and how much it's going to cost and everything. That's cool.
Right. But we know we're ready to go. We've got more than enough fuel on board, so we just hit yes. And lava cost is interesting. Lava cost is a bucket, so it would take less than 1 bucket of lava to do this path. Now, for this one, we do kind of want to stand back a little bit, because I would just stand behind this chest, because what he's going to do is it'll go out there. You can see it's digging a little ways away. Here's where it should put the first tunnel. It's going to come back, throw a torch on the wall, a couple torches, and then it's going to start digging the side tunnel. So now we can actually go and look down the side tunnel and watch him digging down the side tunnel. So we're way high, right? I mean, we're at 85 blocks. If we were at 12, he'd be digging up redstone. He'd be digging up diamond ore. He'd be digging up whatever he finds.
So I have a question for you. So what if he's digging, and obviously when you're digging straight in front of you, what if there's like a gap or a gorge or whatever? What happens?
Go out there and look at him.
Oh, he's building. What?
Oh, come back. We want to come all the way back, and let's get back to the other side of the chest real quick, because he's going to... Yep, there you go. So he's going to come back and go straight across and dig an exact mirror copy the other direction. So he actually builds the floor as he goes. He doesn't need it, because the turtles actually will float in midair.
Oh, they will? Okay.
They will float in midair.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, but he's going to go all the way down to that tunnel, as far down as he is set to go. And he will also, you notice it's also putting torches down as it goes, so that it keeps the lighted area correct. And it puts down the exact correct number of torches. It doesn't put down too many. It doesn't put down too few. Oop, it's coming back. And so I told him to do 2 shafts. So he's done. This is the first one.
Right.
And then he's going to go out and do the second one. You'll see he'll dig into the wall ahead of us. Oh, he's going to come back and dump everything he picked up.
That's
so if we
so
right-click on the
smart.
chest, you can see he's dumped all the stuff that he picked up as it was digging. And now it's going to go and continue the path. Just like that. So this is an example of a mining turtle that we used what's called ore core before, and it was really cool, really powerful script. This is a little bit more basic, but still a really, really useful thing, and just get you started. I love the digging a path down is one of the things that I think is just fantastic. Let me I'm going to leave you here for just a minute, and I'm going to show you another spot. Yeah, you can just keep watching it. Show you another spot where I already did a little bit of this.
I'm mesmerized by what this thing does.
Oh yeah, it's
it
really
is
cool
floating in free air, and there it goes.
Yeah, so it didn't have enough cobblestone to keep digging like that. Now, so the one thing about mining turtles that's really important to keep in mind is they have to be within loaded chunks. They don't load their own chunks, so you need to stay near it while it's digging. If we go away, for example, and we come back to it, if it's in the middle of a program, it'll either be stopped or it'll have disappeared. I've had both things happen, and they're both really frustrating. So, but anyway, I'm going to bring you over here. This is another spot I've prepped. So this is, you can see I had 2 mining turtles go the same way and dig identical staircases. Now, ideally, right, we'd have stairs coming down all this because it would be a little faster, but this works too. And so as we're going down, you can see here you can see different materials that we're passing by. And of course, if we were actually playing, we'd be stopping and mining.
Oh my God, more.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
And we come all the way down to the bottom, and you can see. So here's the chamber that they dug out. And this is one. Here's an example of what happens when you stand in the way. This is one where I stood in the way, and it messed up the pattern.
Oh,
right, because the turtle couldn't move through me, so it messed up the pattern. It still worked out. It still is very usable, but it's not quite right, and it won't return back to the chest empty. This over here is an example of this one. I told to dig 4, I think. Yeah, 4 sides, and he did. And when he came back, if you open that chest, you can see that's what it found.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you can easily, and of course, all these programs, because they're all, you can pop open the editor, and you can go through and tweak anything you want and change it and make it work more efficiently or less efficiently. But it's really cool
Found
how
silver,
well this whole
that's
deal works.
Silver ore, you guys, not diamond. Silver.
Yeah, silver ore and tin ore. Yeah, there's no diamond ore, or there is diamond ore, but you have to, use a silk touch pick to get it, or be a creative mode. But yeah, so this is we did that episode so long ago about mining turtles, and really I think undersold them. They're really, really cool. They can do a lot of different things. I actually wrote a custom script. Later on, when you're playing Feed the Beast, you start creating different kinds of quarries, and I created a script for I modified someone else's script, and then tweaked it enough to make it do exactly what I wanted, which is the coolest part about it, and had it lay out where the quarry was going to be.
Wow.
And stuff like that. Totally automated, where I would just, say, I want a quarry that's this big, square, and go make it for me, and it would go and make it.
Jeez.
So really cool. And then I even had another program that would clean up after itself. So after the quarry was all finished and I wanted to clear it off, it would go through and recover all of that particular quarry is defined by fence pieces. So it would go through and recover all those fence pieces, which was cool. I thought was really, really good until I realized now I don't know where I quarried.
Yeah.
But it worked out okay. That kind of quarry, it's a nether core, or I can't remember what it's called now. But it's a kind of quarry that basically replaces all of the blocks with dirt or with stone, instead of actually digging the blocks up. It's a way lower overhead on server resources. So, but yeah, mining turtles are awesome. Computer craft is really cool, and this is again barely brushing the
skim of the surface,
minimal surface of the It gets way more in depth than this, and eventually, we'll get there sometime.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah, maybe,
probably. There's a reasonable chance. Yeah.
Oh man, no, I love it because it's like, but at the same time, it's like it takes the fun out of digging, but at the same
some of it,
but at the same time, there's so much more advanced stuff that you're going to be doing with it anyway. Maybe you don't want to deal with the tedious stuff. So
yeah, and
I get it.
I think that there's so that's the thing though too about Feed the Beast is it takes out a lot of the stuff that takes out the early tedious things. You get further into it, we'll at some point we'll start talking about some of the more tedious stuff. Well, specifically some of the electronics and some of the building new things. There's a system to auto craft, an auto crafter, and there are blocks you can make. Like one fantastic example is there's a solar panel. You can make a solar panel to generate, to pull electricity out of the sky, because that's, what solar panels do.
Right.
And it's not that difficult to make a small one, but to make a big one, you have to make multiple small ones. And each small one takes several steps to craft. So you end up having thousands and thousands of blocks and different items that you have to put together just to make one big one. And say you want to make 5. Handcrafting that many things is super, super tedious and would take you forever. but doing it with the right Feed the Beast plugin, it's a really simple process. You just basically tell the computer, I want this many things, and it will make them for you. As long as you have the materials to support it. So it's really, really cool. And the same thing goes for turtles. One of the scripts I ran across is to make a turbine. So you give it the component parts to make this special multi-block device, and it goes through and makes exactly what a turbine needs. So it's pretty powerful, pretty amazing, the different stuff you can make.
Well, before we get out of here and before we wrap the show, we're here at Theater One, home of Minecraft V. I'm gonna jump in. I gotta turn down the sound a little bit because it's always loud when we go in the theater.
It is,
but I'm taking a trip in here. Yeah. So that says lie, but it's a cake. So the cake.
Yeah, they're made out of cakes.
It's a cake.
The cake is a lie.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Very nice, you guys. Now, when we record the show, we record it on Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time at live.geekgamer.tv. And when you're in our server, this place right here, you can see all these lovely people. We give you EXP so you can use them for your lovely enchantments. But that's not all. You also get seen on the internets and the interwebs as well. And look at all these awesome people. And some people, some new names I haven't seen before as well. Oops, I just tossed some signs. Someone just lucky enough that's going to pick up some signs. But there you go. Awesome people hanging out with us this show this week. And the cake isn't a lie. I'm gonna go grab some cake real quick here. And cake. Thank you. I just grabbed a piece. Just a piece of a whole cake. Very good. And now
you grabbed a piece of cake?
No, I just grabbed a whole cake.
Left. Oh.
Yeah, well, someone was making me a little dizzy as well. So we just have a handful, a small sampling of questions this week in the Minecraft Me messages. By the way, you guys do have direct access to us. That's true. All you got to do is email us, minecraftme@geekgamer.tv, or head to our website at geekgamer.tv/contact if you would like, and you can send us your messages. First message comes in from Buckeye Carl. Wants to know, hey guys, just a couple of quick questions. What hosting company do you guys use for the Minecraft Me server? Are you happy with your choice? And how do you determine the bandwidth you'll need? Can you talk a little bit about it? I've also been looking at the multitude of choices out there and can't find any really consistent reviews about them. So I defer to your experience. Thanks for the feedback. So first thing I'd ask you, Buckeye Carl, is how big are you planning on your server being? Also, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I think that's even that's jumping the gun.
Oh, really?
I think the question is, do you want a place that will colo and host a server for you? As in, they have the actual physical box. You have to get onto it and set up your server however you want to set it up. Like from the ground up, you configure it the way you want it. You know, tell them throw whatever OS you want onto it, but it's your box all the way through and through. Or do you want I want to host a Minecraft server and just click a button and start a Minecraft server up? Because those are two different things. And in our case, we are the first. We have a couple of boxes that are dedicated to us. They are not only Minecraft servers. They do a bunch of other things too. And setting that up is significantly more complicated than setting up just going onto a website that does Minecraft server hosting and hit go, because those are easy. They're easy.
Yeah.
I don't know the reviews on those versus the others. The service that we use is, or the colo provider that we use is a company called Secured Servers.
That's right.
And they have a couple different data centers. The one that we're in is in Phoenix. They do have a couple others around the U.S., I think. But they work out pretty good. I don't think we've ever had an issue, a significant issue. We had a few issues starting off where they weren't quite listening to what I said, but once we got those sorted,
with what we wanted installed and things like that. But
no, I understand what all of your other customers do. I want to do something completely different. So,
and a lot of these server providers, they give you X amount of bandwidth to use per month, and you can actually buy more. We've purchased more, but more on the file server side than on the Minecraft side. We haven't needed any extra or anything like that. And a lot of these server providers will give you kind of a base level of bandwidth to use if you're doing like Joe mentioned. So it really depends on your goals and aspirations for the server. But that's who we use, and we've never had an issue. And it's located in Phoenix. So it really depends, a lot on location for you and ping times and your internet provider, because obviously you don't want to pick a place for your server to be when you have bad connection to it. So make sure you test it out and that sort of thing. Question coming in from Awesome Man 574 wants to know, hey, is there a way to safely download mods and or texture packs for Minecraft without breaking my computer or getting a virus? Well, I always like to stick to the main Minecraft mod websites, the ones that allow user reviews and really ways for people to give feedback. They don't seem as shady. Obviously, yes, of course, you should be running some sort of antivirus protection if you're downloading unknown things off the internet and you want to be absolutely sure. I use Nod32. Some people out there use other things. But I would suggest that obviously when you download a zip or whatever, you can scan it if you want to feel safe. But yeah, if you stick to the mainstream Minecraft mod websites, you should be good. Any suggestions you want to throw at him, Joe?
No, not really. That's pretty much it. I mean, the most important thing with a computer, whether you're downloading stuff off the internet or not, is to make sure you have an up-to-date antivirus on there. I also use ESET's Nut32. I think it's probably the nicest, the lowest overhead antivirus program I've ever used, which is really fantastic. But it is a cost. You know, there's a yearly cost involved in that antivirus. If you're somebody who doesn't have the money to put into something like that, other good options. There's AVG, which is pretty good, although it's started to bundle a couple of other like toolbar type things with it. You can usually block those or just say don't install those when you're doing that. Another one that's actually really good, but usually underestimated is Microsoft Security Essentials.
Yeah, it's true. I was just
it's totally free.
Yeah,
it's sort of the bare minimum. It's not
better
as
than
up
nothing.
to date as some of the others.
Yeah,
but it's way better than nothing, and
Yeah.
it is totally free, which is a really good price.
yeah.
So just put a good antivirus on there, and then when you're downloading a texture pack, the texture pack should be a zip file, and you should not uncompress it. There should be no reason for you to uncompress it. Leave it as a zip file, put it in your resource or your texture pack folder, and just leave it there. Minecraft will unzip it, and it will only use text files and graphics files that it supports. And so far as I know, I haven't heard of any viruses being spread via the resource packs yet.
Yeah, I've left all my texture packs in zips as well. Yeah, so
if you unzip it and you find a program in there and you're like, "Oh, I wonder what that program is," and start double clicking on it, you will deserve whatever happens to you, honestly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you leave it zipped, throw it in your resource pack file, and then forget about it. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
Best rule is make sure you have some kind of antivirus that's up to date.
Final question this week comes from Up and Coming. It says, "Hey, dear Chase and Joe, I have an idea for the Patreon Survivor games. How about once we reach the 15th or the 25th games, we bring in all of the previous victors for an epic survival games match? Maybe like Catching Fire, the quarter quell, if you will. You and Joe could also participate if you like. Keep up the good work." Now, I will say this, Up and Coming. I think it's a phenomenal idea. The logistics around that idea are not phenomenal. I'm for it if I don't have to worry about trying to organize and finding all the winners. I think that would be awesome to do. But yes, logistics can be a little bit interesting.
Well, the thing though too to consider is every time frequently we'll have multiple people in, including the winners of the previous ones. So I guess maybe the idea is that we limit it to just those players.
I don't know. It's a thought.
Because, I mean, I guess we can do that, but it'll be hard to keep everybody organized, and like pick a day, and 3 people will say that day won't work, and 4 people will say it does work, and 3 people will say that's the only day that'll work, and
fair enough.
It always ends up getting really complicated. But I'm all for it. I think it sounds fine, but it's that whole organization part that's always rough.
If you guys want to send your message into the show, remember the email address is minecraftme@geekgamer.tv, or you can come here to the homepage at geekgamer.tv, come to the top part of the page, click that Contact Us button, and it'll take you to our contact form here where you can just drop down this menu, say, hey, I want to talk to Minecraft Me, pop in your name, your email address, submit your message, and as if by magic, it will come right into the inbox as well. So thank you so much for sending in your questions and your comments. We love getting them all. In addition to that, if you have video questions, we love to see your shining faces. You can email them in to minecraftme@geekgamer.tv. Give us a link to YouTube, or better yet, you can just send it as an attachment if it's not too big as well. And since we're here on the website, you can find all of our previous shows and, previous episodes. If you go to the Minecraft Me section under current shows here, this is where you can check out all the previous episodes. Here is last week's Survivor Games, and then Dr. Seuss's Server Challenge, and then our Feed the Beast basic storage options, and all the great shows. So if there's any shows that you missed, you can go and check them out right here on our website at geekgamer.tv. And this is where you'll find all the subscribing options. If you want to subscribe the HD feed on iTunes, or the RSS feeds. This work universally, or you can check us out on YouTube as well, and you'll find our public server information. This is the form you also fill out for the server challenge, links to our forums. We also have a Skinecraft builder and much more, so you can find all this information right here at geekgamer.tv. Mr. Joseph Falbey, he's on Twitter, at Falbey, Falbey.
Yep.
Have you tweeted?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
It's crazy.
I might have to tweet my cat because my cat is off camera. She's laying right here on the shelf, and she's just looking at me like, will you just shut up so I can sleep? And I'm sorry.
It's frequently what cats do.
Yeah, go figure that one out.
I should tweet the picture of I took a picture of the connector. I know it's impossible to see, but it is very crowdy.
Ooh.
It's really nasty looking.
Well, you should.
Yeah. I should.
Yes. You
should. Or I could tweet, or I could be just like everyone else and tweet a picture of a cat. I mean,
yeah.
I could do that too.
If you want, follow me on Twitter at Nunes, Nunes. Please follow the network as well on Twitter while you're at it, at GeekGamerTV. That's when you'll know when shows are posted for consumption. Also, you'll find out when shows live to watch or other cool trinkets and ideas. You can find that over at GeekGamerTV as well. I want to say big thanks to all of our Patreons who support us. Thank you, you guys. You guys all rock, and gals. At Geek Gamer's Patreon's page for Minecraft Me at patreon.com/Minecraft. So looking forward to your guys' entries for that, and looking forward to having you guys join us next week. For Mr. Joseph Falbey, I am Chase Nunes. That's all, folks. Thank you for downloading and watching Minecraft Me. We'll see you guys again soon. Keep digging.
Now we got to do it all over.
No, we're not, guys. Forget it. It's at the end of the show. Get her out.